One more time.
Man.
Another week. Whole lot more problems and crap to go through.
That they will make it this episode.
Man.
We got a lot of great reviews, man. Over 60 views last time I checked. That's a lot more than I ever thought.
Yes.
Watched the video first.
Thank you to all the people who commented. Some of you guys commented, say you got stories and things of that matter. I know my brother replied to you, but I'm going to go ahead and say it right here on camera. Please put your stories or whatever you have down in the comment box. We are reading them. We are checking them out. So no problem there. Hope everything looks a little better. We've adjusted our setup slightly. We got a Zoom H1 recorder on the top of the camera. We got lights. I'm using my DSLR and all that stuff like that. So
we ain't got that high.
Yeah, we're not that far up there, but we got it going on right now. We got a little something going. Let's go and get to it. What we got, bro?
Oh man, first I want to congratulate the first African American female Attorney General, Loretta Lynch.
All right.
Congratulate you on your new office.
Congrats.
I know you're gonna do a great job. Just want to congratulate you.
Heck yeah! You always have to. Whenever we come up as a people, not on the morning news, jacking and stealing and whatever the heck is going on, or being killed by cops, whichever one is always a good day. It's a great day. So congrats to you, Loretta.
New video released on the mentally ill man tased to death in police custody for sagging pants.
Wow.
Mr. Sean King. Video's gonna be going up right now. We're gonna watch it. As you can see, it's about 3 minutes, long.
We're already starting off fast. There's no people around him.
And he's mentally ill. And they
that's like 5 dudes. What? Okay, is he the guy in the middle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the guy in the middle. So that's like 4 cops on one mentally ill person.
Mm-hmm. They're not fighting back.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. You can already look from the down view. You can already tell how bad the situation is going right now. They have a closed door,
and this cop here is holding the taser, tasing him the whole time.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Tasing him the whole time that they're on top of him.
Jesus Christ. This is
that just happened.
You know, this is beyond a simple this is that bullshit or sort of thing. No. This is way beyond that. This is horrific.
Look how they just left him.
And they just left him there.
He was there for 10 minutes before they even brought any kind of attention.
And his pants is down.
Yeah.
Like, really? Is his pants down?
Yeah. Pants down.
What, they trying to tase him in the ass? What the hell?
Pants down to the ankles.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's messed up. That's gross. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Wait, you're not only are you tasing someone, you left them there. Pants.
Okay, second check. But they actually left in there.
Like, just left them there. Like, oh my god.
Face down.
That's just that. And we're gonna continue from the last thing I said. And you guys remember from the very first episode we talked about poor guy and the dog whose name is Burberry, by the way. I never said it, but and the cops had shot his dog, and I was talking about how that was pretty screwed up, and the cops need to improve their image. And this is the same thing. Once again, you need to improve your damn image. The problem is any and every weapon made to protect you can be deadly if used in that manner. All right, I've owned several tasers. You hold a taser to somebody, and if you do it in the right way, you could cause a heart attack. You can cause all kinds of bodily function problems and everything that can have lasting effects on that person. This guy is dead.
5 things you need to know about this video and about the situation. Number 1, the video shows an officer holding a taser on him for over a minute straight. Fact number 2, he was left alone and unresponsive in his cell for 10 minutes before he was given any medical aid. Number 3, an internal review found no criminal wrongdoing by the officers.
Yeah, I bet.
Number 4, his girlfriend told the officers he had health issues that could make the use of a taser fatal. And number 5, the correction expert that said this video is one of the worst things you've ever seen.
And you see that? So, you know, it doesn't make sense. And I bet even after all that, you still won't change.
What about the officers? They was supposed to be reaching for his taser. They reached for his gun and shot the man. After he squeezed it and knows that it's his gun, he yells, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Thanks.
And I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Why are you killing all black people? Is there genocide that we don't know about? Is there somebody in the government that's issuing this out that we don't know? Next up, it's Nebraska man. He's talking to the Oils Commission in the state.
Okay.
And said, would you drink the water contaminated by the fracking? And they told him they would that morning. So he went in there later on the day for the meeting at night.
God.
Came in with a nice little water from what he's drinking from his tap. That's what the fracking is doing. Now he says, so you told me this morning that you would drink the water, right? Look, notice their faces. And then what they said, sir, we can't comment.
I bet you can't comment.
Can't comment.
Oh my God.
It's because you're not going to drink that water. Water looks like yoo-hoo.
So gross.
And if you don't know what fracking is, fracking is when you drill a deep well and inject millions of gallons of toxic fracking fluid, which is a mixture of water, sand, harsh chemicals at a high pressure, high enough pressure to fracture rock.
Yeah.
So that you can release the oil and gases inside. Major little companies uses this little temperature, like Halliburton, BB, ExxonMobil. You know, they use to extract natural gas and oil from rock that lies underground. And they're doing this in Nebraska, right there in this neighborhood where this guy is living, and it's messing up the drinking water in the area. So he just kindly asked him, you told him in the morning that you would drink it. But now when he came up with the proof of how bad the fracking is messing up drinking water in the area, now you ain't got no comment. That's because you know you ain't gonna drink it.
Hell no. Like, do you see the color of that?
Yeah,
like, that's mud.
You're not drinking that.
And ooh.
You're not drinking that.
This is a common case of crapping on the little guy, is what it is. They're thinking about dollar signs when fracking and all the oil they're finding. They're not thinking about all the people they're affecting. Everything in dollar signs, right? People are not in dollar signs. You expect someone to just deal with it because you're a big corporation and, oh, well, you can't do nothing and what have you. Look at that. Look at what you're doing. That man literally just poured shit into a glass. That looks like he just took a crap in a toilet, put the darn water glass in there, pulled it out and put it on a table. And you're asking him to drink it. Like,
I apologize.
Like, what the crap? What is that? You know, you're just crapping on a little guy, and that's pretty messed up. And all I can say is, lawsuits and the news have a way of changing big corporations' minds real quick.
Yeah.
So as soon as all this starts to build up momentum and gain traction, yeah, you'll change your tune real quick. When you can't treat people like that.
NBC News, March 31st. First woman in the U.S. was sentenced for killing a fetus. 33-year-old Purvi Patel. I hope I'm saying your name right. 20 years in prison on charges of feticide. Feticide. Yes, that is a word. I looked it up.
It's a new thing now.
Homicide, murder, feticide, murder of a fetus.
Hey, there you go.
And neglect of a dependent. Received 30 years on the felony in the state of Indiana.
Ooh.
Lady is sitting behind bars.
Boy.
Because she made the decision for her own self, her body. And you took away her livelihood and her freedom. I I read it, and I was like, I was still stuck on the word feticide.
Yeah.
And I was like,
really?
What? Is that a word? I couldn't believe feticide. I was like, okay, pesticide, homicide, and then I was like, feticide,
killing that which is not born.
Wow. I was like, wow, a new word.
Man,
I don't think I'll ever use it in a sentence. Just saying that.
We have to pop up in a spelling bee.
I don't think they will pop up in a spelling bee. Spelling bees have kids, and I don't think you have a kid spell feticide.
Spell feticide.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Oh God.
She committed feticide today at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have the definition?
Coat hangers.
Feticide. To go to an abortion clinic, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm done. This is not going to be in the spelling bee. No way, Jose. They will put this feticide word in spelling bee.
And that whole thing is a point. I don't know the whole details per se. If there's any other details about this story, I usually just hear the stories when I get here. So from what, in case you guys haven't noticed. So as I'm hearing the story right now, and I can't really think of any other detail that would change my mind, but as I'm hearing it right now, a woman has made a decision to not have a child. Okay, and the child was technically not at a stage where it would be considered living. Which, if that was the case, she could not even do abortion. Abortion clinic wouldn't do that. They would C-section her if the child was at a stage where it was deemed living and thus murder to actually try to abort it at that stage. It would just C-section and be done. This is not something that I think anyone should be stepping in on as far as authorities and what have you. That's a personal decision. It is her right to choose whether she is fit or unfit to give birth to that child and to take care of that child after the fact, and to give the child up to a proper clinic or take care of whatever after she's actually carried the child for 9 months and gave birth to a child. That is her decision on which path she'd take. What is inside her is still a fetus. That is why you called it feticide. Okay, so what is inside here was still a fetus. It was not yet at a point that would be deemed living by law. So what they did is they twisted it for that state, Indiana, and created a law just so they can punish her and throw her in jail. Now she's in jail, and we have to pay tax dollars for her to sit in there. For what? That is a perfectly working, able body that is not twisted in mind, not twisted in any other way. She just made a decision you did not agree with, so you threw her in jail. She made a conscious decision that hurt no one and has nothing technically to do with anyone else. She said, I did not want to have this child, so I want to abort the child, and you threw her in jail because of that. That is almost the equivalent of punishing someone for believing in a different religion than one you agree on.
Or just not believing in religion.
And like that is the equivalent. In this country where we preach freedom all day, does that sound like freedom? I don't think that is. That doesn't make it. We are wasting that. Wherever jail cell she's occupying should be occupied by a rapist. Should be occupied by a murderer. Should be occupied by a pedophile. Yet this random ass woman is sitting in there
with all those type of people.
With all those type of people, to be quite frank. You know.
I mean,
man,
I hope that case changes and she gets some way to get out of there, because that's
way over the top.
This makes no sense for her to be behind bars for that.
That's way over the top.
Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Tickets sold out in 60 seconds as soon as it was released online. 60 seconds. They're all gone. So the other tickets is left for you rich people. you can go ahead and pay between $8,000, $20,000 for 60 minutes of entertainment.
And let's be real. We know damn well it was a lot of you rich people who bought all those damn tickets for you and your family. Quick as hell.
Yeah, we did.
Quick as hell. Because the tickets were expensive to begin with. Holy crap.
Well, it was a lot cheaper than $8 grand, I tell you that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's true.
I mean, you probably was paying $1,000, $2,000. You know.
Paying beyond Beyonce tickets. Have you ever seen the prices for those?
I've never.
Boy.
Not going.
Yeah, but no, I'm not even going to get into that because that's a whole nother situation. I actually tried as a present to my girlfriend. No. Yeah, the price, my brother, for the nosebleed was in the way high hundreds. And so I know that the tickets for that fight is way more expensive than that.
Oh yeah, 8 to 20 grand.
And it's 8 to 20 grand.
And that's for the seats that's way in the high up areas and around the thing because
you need binoculars.
So the seats
Look at that.
The seats around that area, that's all gone. Those blue areas are gone. You're paying for all this around here now.
You paying for the nosebleed seats, bro.
8 to 20 grand you can pay.
I mean, I'm sorry, that fight has to be.
So even Will Ferrell or whoever didn't pay as much as you paid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Former boxing champions are sitting down there. They pay what you paid.
No, the only way you can justify paying that kind of money is if the winner or loser gives you like 0.05% of their purse.
That's not happening.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Pay me to pay this for say that.
You may actually get may actually have a slight chance with Pacquiao if he wins.
A slight chance. Small.
But if Mayweather wins, hell no.
That's the money train.
It's sad for me to say that.
He ain't giving them nothing.
No, that black man ain't giving me nothing.
He ain't giving them nothing. Yeah, you can. That's the only way.
He's gonna add another card to his 100-car fleet that he got already.
Yeah, he ain't got enough.
Yeah,
and that's not hate upon Mayweather. You just have to know how people are. He got that money because he is about money.
Yeah. He's about him, team. Mayweather.
Yeah, he's about team money, and he
taking
donates.
Care of his family. Taking care of his, his team. He does his thing.
Yeah,
I'm a hate because I don't like Mayweather. I'm going for Manny Pacquiao.
You going for Pacquiao?
I'm saying it right there on camera. I'm going for Pacquiao.
I actually am not going for either. I'm not even a sports person. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a boxing match. The only reason I'm going to see this fight is because my friends are throwing a little party and I want to see my friends. I want to hang out. It's been a while since I've seen them, so we're going to sit around and I'm going to watch these two beat the holy hell out of each other and just enjoy myself. And my bro is going to be there. My good friend from around the way is gonna be there. A lot of people gonna be. So we're just gonna all sit around and just have a good time, and that is what is attracting me. I don't much care about sports in the least. So I
don't even know how he's my brother. He's black.
We're called the RudeGeekz. My bro is a sports guy, but I'm kind of way more into the geek than most others. I don't even care. It needs to have some overclocking motherboards and water cooling, and then you can talk.
All right, last story. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be all up in your area, messing up your day, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not watching this while you're driving. That's just irresponsible. On 420 just passed. I didn't get to celebrate. Kind of terrible about that. Talk about that later. Waka Flocka tweeted he is running for president in 2016. Now, everybody, including me, thought that he was just joking or he was just high.
Yeah.
Okay, he was.
Like me.
But he was actually serious. He did a little 4-minute Rolling Stone magazine interview. It's on YouTube.
Which he was probably high.
You can watch it right here. He was smoking a Kush called Presidential. Now, this presidential Kush is probably so potent that a couple of hits or just one will make you want to be the president of the United States. Okay?
Yeah.
If you do not partake in Kush, in different marijuana that has different names besides weed,
unbelievable.
You may not want to smoke this presidential Kush.
No.
Because next thing you know, you're going to be tweeting about running for president. I'm just saying, Waka Flocka Flame is running for president.
This is
That's
not a joke.
how potent this weed is. I'm just saying, he's serious. I saw him sign the paper. He even got a little Barack Obama. He got his own little sign that says "One Nation Under Squad." Oh, any president that uses the word "squad" in the hashtag, I'm just saying. I really don't know, but his vice president.
Oh Lord, go ahead and tell him about it.
DJ Who Kid. Okay, if you don't know who DJ Who Kid is, he's a famous mixtape DJ. It's supposed to be.
I'm moving to Canada.
His sergeant at arms, his, you know what I'm saying, his
right hand
sidekick. You know, I just want y'all to take time out your day. Maybe be today, tomorrow, right now, after you watch our video, of course. And 4 minutes will change your life, and you will see the topics that he was asked and hear the answers that he gave to these topics to make him sound so serious about going for president. What is your take on this? Because I have something to say after this, but I need to hear your feedback on how Waka Flocka Flame is serious about running for president.
This is what if you guys ever seen the Boondocks, I'm gonna put the clip on the screen. On the screen right now is Granddad floating. Why? Because he has just hit that good weed that was called Skywalker. And made him float. You see, if any of you guys ever remember that Boondocks episode, I laughed till I cried because he hit it so the weed was so good that he literally floated off the ground. Right now,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a pro.
Yes.
I'm a pro in that. Actually did it. Actually hit that. Skywalker. It's a real good kush, man. Real good kush.
Son.
Now, okay, if you're underage and you watch this video, do not partake in any of these drugs.
Please don't. Please don't.
Now, if you are of age, Luke Skywalker. This Skywalker kush. Woo! Hey, even if you do not know who Luke Skywalker is, even if you do not know, any of the Star Wars, any of that, once you hit this, it's like you automatically know everything that has to do with sci-fi, everything that has to do with Star Wars, Star Trek. You just turn into a sci-fi geek in the mind, and you're like, oh wow.
Right now, Waka Flocka is smoking that kind of weed.
Presidential kush.
Okay, the weed that's so strong that it warps your mind and makes it float off the ground on a high that you do not come down from. I believe he is high right now. I believe that the weed was so strong that in his sleep, he is high. And that is why we are at this turning point in life right now where a rapper by the name of Waka Flame is running for president, and he's gonna do the whole race. You mark my words. He's gonna do the whole race high. I can't wait to see him on the stage in his debate.
He said he ain't wearing no suit. Waka Flocka Flame say he don't wear suits. They irritate him. So what he gonna do? Come in there with a wife beater. You know what I'm saying? Come in there with some shorts and some flip flops. And he gonna have a coffee in one hand and a blunt in the other.
You know what this is? I can't wait. The guy who was trying to run for mayor, that black dude who's talking about the rent's too damn high, and he's certified in black karate and all that. What? Yeah, I want to see him on the stage with Waka Flocka.
Wait, what?
Man.
Hey, okay, I'm getting lost again. See, he always does this to me at the end. See, it's because I get him all throughout the whole video with these stories he ain't never heard. And then he hits me with stuff I ain't never heard at the end. Okay, a man said the rent is too damn high, and he's an expert in black karate. On the screen right now, I will put the video of
I represent the rent is too damn high party,
so you guys can see it. There was a man who was going to be a black mayor of New York, I believe it was, or of something like that. But I will put it on the screen. He actually was in debates. He was very serious about it, and his key issue that he wanted to address when he became mayor was to bring the rent down because according to him, in his exact words, the rent is too damn high.
I'm gonna bring seriousness to this.
Yes.
Because he ain't taking it serious. I'm taking this serious because I do believe if we're not careful, Waka Flocka Flame can win the presidency. I'm telling you now. He is going to get the votes that all these presidents try so hard to get. They're going to actually go out there and vote for him. They're going to actually get you know why? First thing he said he's going to do, he's going to legalize marijuana. Just saying that, and you know that he's running for president and you have the power to put him in office, even if he doesn't get to do it, he said it, you believed it, you're going to put this man in office.
Now to make
he's gonna have the baddest intro music ever for a president.
Now
probably gonna do it himself.
To further get back on that serious train, for those of you who do not know, the decision has been handed down to the states on whether or not they want to legalize weed. It is up to them. On a national level, weed is not a drug that can be truly banned per se. Because now we have medical weed and all that stuff like that. So the high court has handed the decision down to the states so they can choose whether or not they want to actually legalize marijuana. Now, most states, they have legalized it as in a form of medical use. I don't know if weed overall, in other words, straight from the ground, you can just pick it up and smoke it. I don't think you can do that in any state, but marijuana has been legalized and in some form or the other in California and in one or two other states as it is. So,
and some more states coming up this year.
If Waka Flocka does win, and you now have a president that is literally going to be smoking weed on the front lawn, that's probably going to turn the tide for a lot of states where you're probably just going to say screw it and just weed's going to be legal straight in general.
The most popular election is 2008. Obama McCain. Over 69.4 million population votes for that election. It's the most popular election in history today. Waka Flocka Flame in 2016 and Hillary Clinton and a possibility card of Michelle Obama in there. I'm saying they could probably trump that.
It's going to be a crazy election. Crazy election.
But y'all gotta listen to Waka talk this 4 minutes thing.
It's not all bad and jokes.
He was actually saying some good things like raising minimum wage to $15, just like the fast food joint of In-N-Out Burgers. $15. That's pretty nice. That's real good.
That's really high for flipping burgers.
Real good.
That's really high.
Now, education. I'm for him on that education. Reality education. Give the people reality training. Give real statistics, real numbers. Not these fake stuff in these textbooks that's not gonna get us anything outside out of these four walls. And give us real curriculum. Like if I want to be a magician or a musician, why am I in this school for 4 years learning English, math? What?
That's true.
You are wasting that person's time. Give them 4 years or however much years they need to get their degree of all the stuff that they need, not stuff that they don't need. I just think that school is just based on the university and government just getting money, and they're not really caring about the actual education that the person actually needs. Because knowing 4 + 4 is not going to get you to sweep that floor any different, or vacuum this carpet any different.
Me being a student from 2 colleges that were more focused on the actual labs and hands-on than the actual book work, I am all for, and my brother as well, and from Mechanic College, and I'm all for schools that are focused on exactly what the heck they want to teach you as far as the actual field. I went to a school for aviation. They were all about aviation. Even the history was about aviation.
Okay.
I went to a school for media and web design. You know what they taught me? They didn't teach me history for United States. They taught me art history. Okay, if it was about even the English and writing classes that they had were not actual English classes, they were not actual writing classes, there was no capstone. It was everything about design and web design and media, what the school teaches, what the school preached to you as they said, this is what we're going to teach you. Everything was focused on that. I believe in schools that are about that and not wasting at least $5,000+ in class money and fees and education on things that you will never use in the actual real world.
Every month.
Okay?
You're going in debt every month. It's stuff that you would not
ridiculously
use
high. You know, these schools, go ahead.
The standard year for a university has now risen to $60,000 to $80,000 a year.
That's about right.
Just for 1 year of university.
Man.
Now, you going to that university, you are, depressing.
Yes.
Because, every day you gotta wake up early.
Yeah.
You got a set schedule. I got this class here, I got this class there.
Yes.
And you get these term papers, and they're like 15, 25 pages long of stuff that you're not gonna even use once you graduate. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't understand.
And real quick, I know that we're coming up to the end of the show. On the point that he just said about the depression and the pressure that the children are going on, just this last week, U of H had another suicide attempt, the third one in a very short span of time. Okay. Other schools in the Houston area where we are around, and other schools and all across the country are having the same situation of kids who are literally being put under so much pressure when they get into college that they are having suicidal thoughts, or they go even much further and they pick up an AK and just squeeze it as they walk through the school. You don't know what situations I'm talking about when I say things like that. It is the rising cost of school and the pressure to succeed and not fall short and end up in debt with all that you learn just going to waste that causes these students to do that.
People graduate.
It's
graduating with a degree and they're a waiter at the Cheesecake Factory.
I don't like to always say that money is the root of all evil.
It is.
But look at what it causes. Okay, the high dollar amount to go to school and the parents having to pay for that, or the loans racking up on your shoulders as you're pushing yourself through school. Money is still the reason that you are in that kind of way. And if we can control that and lower that fee down, it would not be such a bad, so hard on students.
If you're just learning what you need to know.
If you're just learning what you need to know, instead of wasting so much time and thus having to pay line someone else's pocket for crap that you're not going to use.
Not going to use.
Yeah.
We've come to another close of another episode. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm saying what I had to say. I got some more stuff to say, but hey.
There's always much more to say. And you know what? We'll be back in just a little bit with more to say and more topics for you guys. Once again, if you have any topics, I will put, whoever said it, put it down below, down in the description box. That's where it belongs. I'll reply to you. My bro will reply to you. Whoever gets to you first, tell us what it is you want us to talk about, what you want us to check in on. We'll check it out.
And I'm gone.
See you guys. Bye.